They say that when you're camping out in the wild with scorpions and such, that before you put your boots on in the morning, you need to tap them out and make sure you don't have snakes and critters and whatnot in your boots. So what's that got to do with the graphing of exponential functions? Well, this is going to be what's called a vertical reflection, right? My boot's upside down, now it's right side up. Go figure. Well, when it comes to graphing a reflection that's vertical, that's what we're going to see here when you have a negative out in front of the function. Okay? When we talked about horizontal reflections, we had a negative out here next to the x variable. So let's go ahead and graph this thing. Suppose that I had h of x equaling 4 to the x. That would be my base graph. When x is 0, y is 1. When x is 1, y would be up here at 4. And that would have been your graph, right? That's your h of x. Now let me label these points real quick. That's 1, 4, and that's 0, 1. Now I'm going to show you the fast way of doing this. I've got a negative out here, right? What that means is, notice it's the negative of everything. If I wanted to, I could have divided both sides by a -1. And I would have had the negative of f of x equaling 4 to the x. In other words, the negative of the y value, right? Because f of x, we like to say sometimes is y. So it's like saying you got the negative of y there, right? Well, think about it that way then. If you have a negative out in front of the entire function, that means your y value is going to change. So I've got 0, 1, change the value on the y. So it'll be 0, -1. Put a negative out in front of the 4. That would give me a 1, -4. And that is all you need to graph a vertical reflection. So the summary here, if you have a negative in front of the function, then you're looking at a vertical reflection. If you have a negative out right next to the x, we talked about that before, that'd be a horizontal reflection. So we're going to take a look here in a few minutes at everything put together. Horizontal reflections, vertical reflections, and a horizontal and vertical shift transformation. Let's see how you guys do when we do that.